Kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Stanley's sitting in his chair. Hello! Hello, welcome to my tube, my tiny little tube. My name's Marge. I'm a yoga empath. I just like have these little talks on how I feel about things. Mom's hanging out. Want to say hi, Mom? I get my wave from her. That's how I can recognize people that I identify with. We've all got this little wave. My same frequency tribe. Whether they acknowledge me as their same freak, I see something in them that feels like home to me. So Stanley's in his chair. This chair, it's kind of a funny story. I was walking to the, this is after the car got repoed in Oregon a few years back, and I was walking to the flower, I was walking somewhere, flower shop, someplace, and I walked past this chair, this little pink chair, and the seat was worn out in it. And I had just been thinking about, because this is how manifestation works a lot, you know? You kind of put a positive intention out there, and the universe has a way to frickin' giving it to you. And I was thinking about how it'd be cool to get a tiny little papasan type chair for Stan Lee to sit in. And then I was, lo and behold, not too much longer after I, thought about that, and this came. And I put a pillow in it. I got another pillow I put in it. He likes it. He sits in it sometimes. I love when they use the stuff that I provide for him, because all I do is I think about stuff that if I were a cat, I'd want to sit in. Dogs too. That's what I ended up doing in the living room here. Is that when we got here, we didn't have any furniture for a couple days till the movers came. So my landlord really went over and above and beyond, really neat gal, housekeeper. I'll keeper of the home. I'll say that because she's not really a landlord. So she left this little love seat in here, and it's old and it's weathered and it's worn and stay. That's the thing that's cool, because it's like, if it rains and gets muddy, then the dogs aren't going to ruin it because it's already freaking old and worn and stuff. So, and then I got this futon, and it's the perfect height, and so all the dogs, sometimes I lay there during the evening, but usually I'm standing. I stand a lot. Can cat get down? So, people are recognizing the new calendar. Oh, another synchronicity is this little picture in the back, is that she had these here when we got here, these little signs. She's like, I just want people to know that I'm for God, that let you know that we're God, we're for God, because so many people aren't. So this says, if life gets too hard to stand, kneel. And I've been praying more. I got closer to, me and God are cool. Baby Jesus, or whatever you look, and all that stuff, you get into different religions, gets confusing, but higher power, I got one, and it ain't me. My higher power is in charge, and it ain't me. And then this one was extra synchronistic, because it says, hope anchors the soul, and which is cool, because I got this. It's actually for Robin Williams, but it's multi-purposeful. Keeps my ass grounded to the freaking 3D Earth, 4D Earth, 5D Earth, 6D Earth. Keeps me grounded. Keeps me, because, man, I could get to a place where I don't need calendars anymore. I don't go by clocks and calendars. So all these people are acknowledging a new year. I look at the new year as spring solstice. That's what I look as, like April. Because my birthday's April 9th. I'm a spring chicken. Spring is always represented the new year to me after winters. Yeah. Yeah, so I found a bunch of my pants I thought that were gone forever. I got some of my old D-bag jeans. See, I always keep a little remnant of every aspect because we're all just full spectrum. I found my D-bag jeans. Some of my D-bag jeans. Sometimes I wear stuff real extra obnoxious just so... I'm just a clown. So check these out. These were back in my... If these aren't the most D-baggy freaking jeans, back in my... I roll them up. Back in my buckle days. Remember the buckle? What I would do is I'd look at stuff online, or I'd go to the buckle. Yeah, I'd look at stuff online and I'd order stuff that they had like extra clearancey. So they would be like $150. I got one pair that's like close to $200 jeans. But I wouldn't pay that. I'd only pay $36-$40, which sometimes it's like, whoa, Marge, you got a real high opinion of yourself. You need to spend $40 on a pair of jeans. But then I think about it, and like Levi's 501s, they're like $80 now. I thought they were supposed to go down in price if they were going to start making them in hemp. They ever do that? So, let's see. New Year, ish. We had kind of a rough night around here because freaking Luna hates pops and pals, and they were freaking, dude, that's so funny that freaking cities are closed down and all this shit. Nobody can go out and do nothing and go nowhere without these freaking face diapers on, but yet they're gonna manage to pop off all kinds of, spend tens and thousands of dollars on freaking fireworks. It don't really make no sense to me. It does not compute. It does not compute. So that's what they did last night. And then I don't know. We went to sleep, and then freaking Luna came in, and she was like scared. And then so I didn't know it was gonna go down like that here. And people were like firing guns and stuff off, like boom boom, like dude, really? Because you know they're wasted, and people and booze and freaking firearms should not mix ever. So, and if I would have thought about it, I would have gave her some CBD, some pet tincture, to keep her, a little bit more chill, because that really helps for her. I just didn't. Sorry, girl. Didn't think it was gonna suck like that. So she came in, so we were up for a while. And Benny, he got a little worried, a little nervous, so he needed out late. Everybody settled down. Mom slept through the whole thing. Mom sleeps like I know when she sleeps sound because right now she's on an air mattress and a queen size one. And when she doesn't sleep good, it's like air mattress noises. She's turning over and getting comfy and stuff like that. But she slept all the way through last night, which is good because And I'll meditate safe. I don't get too... That's the thing about, being energetic, sensitive, and full spectrum is, you go through periods, 3-4 nights without much sleep at all. Much sleep at all. But then you get that solid good night's sleep that's overdue, So, I woke up and I listened to Rick Levine's forecast for the month, and things are going to get interesting. I was talking to my friend Mr. Iskey this morning, and I was thinking about how that's how collective consciousness works, is that the more people start thinking that something is going to be a kind of way, that's usually how it ends up being. It really does, and it's real interesting how many different backgrounds of people see and walks of life. It don't matter the shade of your skin, it don't matter what's in your bank account, is that all these different people are talking about how 6 is going to be very significant. So, the way I see it is so many people see that it's creating some sort of significance. how I see it. I really try not to tie any outcome to any kind of situation. I usually sell myself short. I usually come, I'll think, okay, well, this will be good enough, but then God has something bigger and better in store for me. So it's hard to do, and I don't do it all the time. And I think about it as kind of like, let that be a lesson to you. It's a scene in a movie called Stardust, and he's thinking about home and she's thinking about home, but their definitions of home aren't the same place, so they end up halfway in the middle. And so I've done it. I've thought, like, man, for years I did it. This would be the worst if this happened, and then it would happen. Man, that would really suck if this happened, and then it's just like, why are you focusing on that negative stuff that could happen, and then it does, Then I started focusing on positive stuff. Well, that could happen. Well, that's happened, And then I got to a happy medium of I just try and just wait and see. I just try and just wait and see. There's more and more people that are becoming energetic sensitive. They always have been. They're just, I guess, delving more into the fascination of it, Well, for years, people have said, oh yeah, be empath, oh, be empath, oh yeah, it's all fun and games until you're empath until freaking your cells hurt. Because you're picking on shit from somebody else. I had a new idea, because this is going to be the year of inventions. So I just put shit out there, and if people want to do something with it, they make any kind of freaking abundance with it, freaking PayPal my ass, for the idea. Always give credit where credit due. The ideas that come from heart space, the heart seat of love, those are going to succeed. Those coming from a heart space, the heart space of greed, they will not succeed. Because people aren't going to freaking endorse assholes no more. Money's going to be hard to come by for a lot of people. So people are really not going to be as interested in freaking pissing so much of it away as they once were. To people that are scoundrels. And the people that like to perpetuate the Lucy fairy tale theater. I was listening to Good Dog last night, Good Dog 2, I think, and it's either you're with God or you're not, People that are with God, let's make heaven on earth. Anyway, so one of the inventions I thought about rechargeable garments. Because I got a lot of freaking inflammation and stuff like that. And I do a pretty good job of keeping it down, but sometimes, man, it has a freaking mind of its own. And so I think it would feel really good to have, like, compression shirts. Because they have, like, how they have, like, cuffs that you used to be able to go into a pharmacy or something like that, and you have the cuff that would take your blood pressure? Always had really low blood pressure. Until, like, 3 years ago, and then it got high, but I was under extreme amounts of stress. Anyway. You get older, your blood pressure, because it's more bullshit. Anyway, so compression shirts, like shirts that are, like, in the shape of tank tops, but, like, can compress and put pressure on your joints and stuff like that. Not only pressure, but heat, too. And areas in your back. I mean, they're kind of there a little bit. They're a little bit when you have, like, these. Sorry, Kitty, I got one of these. I always forget to wear it. Because that's most of my freaking pain and suffering is because I have degenerative arthritis in my spine, so I lost an inch. I used to be 5'3"3/4, now I'm 5'2", so 1 inch 3/4 in my L9, 10, and 11, my lower vertebrae. I love when the cat used this ladder I got from my pal Courtney, and it's his cat tree. So it's funny what it's taken for me to keep this, but he loves it. He loves it. People are like, it's just a raggedy old ladder. I'm like, no, man, it's my cat's tree, dude. He runs up and down it. It's freaking cool. So, but they have these with like heat in them. But do they recharge it? I gotta be careful about electrical stuff. I don't know why people are so excited about freaking merging human bodies with technology. I don't know why that is. Never, no movie where they've done that has ever ended well. No, Terminator, Runaway. Runaway was before Terminator. So that other nanobots and stuff like that. That's total Runaway. Tom Selleck, bad movie. Gene Simmons, terrible actor. Just giving you insight. Just seeing what people, could potentially have to live with one day. Kitty, kitty. There he goes down a little louder. See, he likes to go down a lot. He loves it. We're just freaking. I'm a 46-year-old child that just finds different ways to play with my animals all day while Mom watches Longmire. Sometimes I gotta go do bullshit. Mostly we get to hang out in our little vessel, our little spaceship. That's what I was thinking about houses this morning. What houses are? We're just on a rock, spinning through space. Things are totally random, but there's complete order to everything. My tech is glitching out. I've never seen the OBS software stutter before, but that's in fact what I am seeing. Oh, this morning made Mom chocolate chip cinnamon waffles. I got one of these. I used to freaking get her the frozen waffles, and then I thought, Marge, you could do better. So I got one of these little things, just these little baby ones, and then so I got milk chocolate chips. Toll House the other day. I was gonna make the next batch of cookies. I was gonna make chocolate chips, and then someone said they didn't like chocolate chips, and I was like, all right. So I've been eating them, snacking on them in the evening when I want something a little sweet. But I didn't buy ice cream this go around because I'm trying not to eat such high fat content foods right now, and I don't have much of an appetite anyway. So I got one of these, put some cinnamon in it, and some of the chocolate chips. Frickin' Mom loved it. Mom loved it. She ate 3 in like a half. The last one I left in here, so it overcooked, and it was almost like a non-deep fried funnel cake. It was pretty tasty. I did have one though. So. See, that's the thing. As much as I recognize the significance of having structure and routine, there's some sort of ritual and ceremony in that. Those, as much as I see the significant, I'm still balanced, and I just freaking diet is a good way for us to offer variety in our life so that all days are not the same, is by eating different foods. And my brother gave me this cookbook a couple years ago. It's a freaking cool cookbook. So I'm gonna, cause it's learning how to bake in higher elevations is a new thing. I'm good at cookies. I can do cookies in the toaster oven. They're badass. I'm gonna give it a go with bread. I think I see how it works. As far as like the chemistry of it, like when I was making the waffles this morning, it's like there's, I don't know, it draws in extra, it's like it grabs and holds on to extra freaking air, so everything gets extra doughy and stuff like that. But everything is chemistry, everything is science, so there's, ingredients that you could add that freaking reduce that texture, so everything's just kind of playing and adjusting and modifying and stuff like that. We got nothing but time. Think Mom's not gonna like Superbad. I found Superbad. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. She went to bed last night about 8. She went to bed earlier, or she didn't go to sleep. She just went and lay down. I put Longmire in the bedroom so she could rest. But Pretty chill day today. You know? Did I wake you up because I was watching you sleep? Ooh, you can feel when somebody's watching you. She's just so sweet. She's so peaceful all the time. So I try to keep it that way. Artie Pants is covering his little face. He's so cute too. Look at that. He's a thumb sucker. He sucks. Artie Pants. He's my oldest. He sucks his thumb. And Tucker back there. And Benny. It's all nap time, right? Everybody's all carb loaded on waffles, so they're freaking taking a siesta. I don't even know what time it is. It's almost noon. I should probably eat something. Kind of feel like bacon, avocado, and tomato sandwich. I do think I have some smoked turkey in there too. I don't know. Something's gonna go down in the kitchen here in a minute. So we just want to come on and say hi and see if people fared through the next timeline hop. You know, timeline hop. Now we're in another timeline. What are people gonna do with this calendar year? Woo! Are they gonna live more from ego or more from spirit? The longer you live, the broader your spectrum gets. And spectrum, I just look at that as life experience. That's all I think about a spectrum is stuff that you have seen the actual account of. There's a lot of people that haven't seen the actual account of a lot of things. Yeah. Or their actual account is the same as so many other people's actual account. But then you have this group of population of people that have extraordinary actual accounts. And so you have the experience of the extraordinary, and then you have the mundane. And the mundane with the itty-bitty spectrum, and the extraordinary with the broad spectrum. So now their consciousnesses are merging because more people's spectrum are becoming broader. More people are having experiences that they never, ever thought that they would have this year. I never, ever thought that I would end up moving from Salem, Oregon, to New Mexico, Teos. Didn't see that one coming. It was complete God stuff. It's complete. I just let Him lead the ship. Oh, whatever you want me to do, I will follow the way, God. Whatever you want me to do. All the while trying not to collect extra karma. I picked up some. I understand that. Yeah. Well, God also is given me the understanding that I can't spend time in the past because He ain't there with me, and I can't spend too much time thinking about stuff that hasn't happened yet because God ain't in the future. So as long as every day, I just really, sometimes I gotta focus extra hard on what it's like to just live this day. Because the world demands a lot of your energy for bullshit. It does. It wants a lot of time and effort for very little. And so, with everybody having the opportunity to get quiet, get still, they're really figuring out what's important. You know, like I said, a lot of people are going to have a hard time coming by money this year. Because a lot of stuff is going to go away. A lot of jobs, all the astrologists talk about, your currency, money, denada, is going to evolve to be your currency, your electric, your ideas, your creativity, the stuff that you have to offer to your local community. See, too many people for too long have allowed things I use the DMV as an example as a lot, and I get to go down there at the end of this month, and basically, and that's the thing is, it's always a crapshoot because you can go in there and they can, get your plates and do all the stuff that you want to do, or they can go in and they can have you to come back. And then keep doing it. They put you through the ringer. So people have the power to help. And usually people that have been through a lot of shit, A lot of crap. I can tell who the helpers are. Not because their lives are fucking have always been gravy and they've always gotten their way. No. Because they know what strife tastes like. They know what it's like to go without. So because they know what it's like to go without, they want to help people more. Cats tearing through the house. And so it's the people that freaking live externally, they like to hinder. They do. I've noticed that. They like to hinder and impede progress and stuff like that. So we got a world full of people that are hindering. But there's so much. The withholder, there's karma from withholding too. So everybody's figuring out what energy's about. You can't be on this planet right now without figuring out what energy's about. And, or at least hearing about it. And people don't have to believe it for it to be true. That's another big theme coming into the world right now is like people want new things. There is no such thing as a new thing on this planet. This planet has been around for too long. There's no new things. It's just old things revised. Or old things introduced to a group of people who have it has never occurred to them before. So it's new to them. But there is no new. There is no new. It's all old, goes around, comes around. I was watching that one chick, what's her name? Where is she? Kitty! All of these, don't ignore this, you have no idea, must watch. It's all the same. Ooga booga, one day we'll all die. You know? Oh, and the people that are so afraid that you're going to die, what vibration you put out comes back to you. So people are getting scared to death all over the place. People, I think that's how most people end up going. People are afraid of a certain situation, so they freaking, I used to drink too much. Well, drinking causes a lot of problems physically. I still do. I still can. I do it less, so much less, and I'm a lot more physical. I used to eat my feelings, eat my emotions all the time. You put extra weight. That's what a lot of this, I wonder how many, it's a lot of this, a lot of grossly obese people are succumbing to this because it makes them secondary primary. So the world has the potential for more people to see, because I grew up and there was freaking clowns like freaking Richard Simmons and like Jane Fonda, and they're all people would actually like have workout tapes and stuff like that. I know Jim still working out just sucks. Working out is not fun, and everybody has different metabolisms. So they always tried to standardize diets that everybody should eat, and then they all look like this, and that's a bunch of crap. Gina Marie Colvin Hill. Where did these ancient discs come from? I was watching that video earlier, and there's spirals. The disc is a spiral. See, because time ain't a line. It's a spiral, and what goes around comes around. And so, planets line up. All this Mars energy. That's what we've been going through the last 5 months, whatever. I don't know. Is all this Mars energy, now Mars I think is going from Aries to Taurus, and so it's changing. It's just everybody has these placements in them, and then we're puppets on planetary strings that are guided by these energies, although we have free will. And our free will should tell you, we should be allowed to self-govern. We should be allowed to, lead healthy, optimal lives so that we're as healthy as possible. People don't do that. So the people that didn't do that, they're like the squirrels that didn't gather their nuts. See? So now they're like, oh God, winter's here. And I didn't get my nuts. Oh no, I'm not prepared. Well, some of us have done the work. Some of us have gathered the nuts and prepared that knew that the winter is going to be long, hard, and cold. And other people like played and screwed around, were gluttons, and just living that 3D lifestyle, money, property, prestige, that Instagram lifestyle, flying all over the world, going and getting their own pictures of all the other pictures of all the other people that have been there before, and all the other pictures are the same. People's minds are opening up. People's minds are going to open up so much in the next few weeks that a lot of people are going to go crazy. I'm going to attribute a lot of that because they're going to touch bliss. We're going to get a taste of serenity and peace. And it is so uncomfortable to know peace and know bliss and know serenity with a spectrum as full as mine, and then go out and then someone freaking yells at you because you didn't have your stupid mask up over your nose. Like my nose spit's gonna come flying out past my nose hairs. It's fucking retarded. It's stupid. It's stupid. Things can only stay the way they are for so long. And I wonder I was wondering this last night. What's the next big bullshit? What's the next big bullshit? Huh? I know it's going to be some big bullshit, though, because the bullshit always has to get bigger, so it distracts you from the last bullshit you were looking at. We've been looking at this bullshit for a year. So, it'll be interesting.